Witam, welcome, and thank you for boarding this slightly over-engineered starship. My name is Wiesław, and this is the very first episode of Crossroads Review, a show about science fiction seen through the eyes of someone who grew up in the Polish People's Republic and then somehow ended up in the United States watching Return of the Jedi before he even knew what a Jedi meant. You know, when you grow up in the 1970s and early 80s Poland, sci-fi is not just entertainment, it's escape. It's oxygen, it's color in a very gray world. And for me, the very first list of that oxygen came from a TV set in an apartment in the Polish People's Republic, playing a fully dubbed, glorious futuristic show called Space 1999. Everything in that show looked impossibly in vet. The uniforms, the sets, the spaceships, even the way people opened doors. Compared to Poland at the time, it might as well have been a documentary from another civilization. I remember sitting there wide-eyed thinking, and so this is what the future looks like? Clean walls and functioning lighting? And then came my first movie theater experience, Gamera Super Monster. Also dubbed, also unforgettable. A giant fighting turtle defending humanity. Nothing in Polish life prepared me for that. I walked out of the cinema thinking, either this is the greatest thing ever made, or The Strangers. Possibly both. And then in January of 1983, everything changed. I immigrated to the United States, new language, new world, new future. And the very first movie I saw in an American theater, while I was still learning English, was Return of the Jedi. Imagine, you barely understand the language, and suddenly there's a green puppet lifting rocks with his mind, a gold robot panicking, and a giant slug threatening everyone. I didn't know every word, but I understood everything. The movie wasn't just entertainment, it was orientation, and it told me, welcome to the new world. It's big, it's loud, and yes, there are space wizards. So that brings us to this podcast. Crossworld Review is where these two worlds, Poland and America, old country and new, past and future collide. Here we'll explore classic sci-fi books, shows, movies, and the culture around them. But we'll do it from a perspective of someone who lived on both sides of the Iron Curtain, learned English through monsters and starships, and never lost the sense of awe from seeing moon-based alpha for the first time. Expect deep dives, expect sarcasm, expect Eastern European realism fighting American optimism. And above all, expect the love letter to speculative fiction in all its forms. So buckle in. The cabin lights are dimming, the engines are pretending to warm up, and the navigation computer is definitely lying to us about how long this will take. From Poland to the stars, this is Crossroads Review.